Hello friends, my name is Ananjay Kumar and in this video I will show you the setup required to run SAP UI5. To run SAP UI5 on your desktop or laptop, you need four things: Java JDK, Eclipse, Apache Tomcat Server, and the SAP UI5 toolkit. So the first thing that we need to install and download is Java JDK. To download Java, go to oracle.com and install Java SE Development Kit, that is JDK. Since I'm running Windows 64-bit operating system, so I will choose this setup. Once downloaded, execute the installation file, the exe file, and then just run the wizard. Once you reach this step, you can close this wizard as the JDK has been successfully installed and we don't need to access tutorials or API documentation at this point. After Java installation, we need to install Eclipse. So to download the Eclipse, go to eclipse.org/downloads. For running SAP UI5, we need to choose Java Enterprise Developer Edition. So we need to choose this edition, Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers. And as per your operating system, choose the relevant 32 or 64-bit. Since I'm running 64-bit, I'll choose Windows 64-bit. Once Eclipse is downloaded, extract all files. Once the file is extracted, run the executable, the exe file, which in this case would be this one. It will ask you for a workspace, and generally I give the default workspace, which is username/workspace. If you want to change it, you can browse it, but I keep it the default way. You will get this welcome screen once installation is completed. This means that your installation is completed and Eclipse is installed on your laptop. Now we need to install SAP UI5 toolkit. To install SAP UI5 toolkit, we need to go to help and click this option, install new software. Now the easiest way to install SAP UI5 toolkit is to provide the SAP HANA tool URL here. We can get the relevant URL from SAP UI5 help website, which in this case is tools.hana.ondemand.com/Luna. Here Luna signifies the Eclipse edition, the Eclipse version, sorry. So if you go into this website, you will find a relevant URL here. We need to copy this URL and paste it in this input box. So once you provide this URL here, it will retrieve all the relevant SAP tools for Eclipse. So you will have something called ABAP development tools, Arity, modeling tools for SAP BW, HANA Cloud Platform, HCP, HANA Tools, and UI Development Toolkit. For developing SAP UI5, you only need these two things: UI Development Toolkit for HTML5 and ABAP Development Tools for SAP NetWeaver. Since I do HANA programming as well, I will choose Cloud Platform and HANA Tools as well. For the selected option, these are the files that Eclipse will download for you. Click Next, accept the agreement, finish. If you get this security warning, you can just click OK and the installation would continue. You can click Allow Access here. And you need to restart the Eclipse. Once Eclipse is restarted, you would find all the SAP relevant information on this welcome screen. So you would have something called ABAP development here, all the options related to ABAP development. You have SAP HANA Cloud Platform here, the documentation for SAP HANA Platform, the support for SAP customers, and options like that. Now we can open, or we can create a SAP UI5 project, and to create that, click on File, New, and Other. Here you will find something called SAP UI5 Application Development. Click here and choose Application Project. Click Next. Provide a relevant project name. So you can provide any name here. It need not start from Z. But if you want to upload this project to a ABAP repository, ABAP server, it's better to start with Z. I'll be creating a sample mobile application, and if I choose this option, it will create an initial view, a JavaScript view. Click Finish. Now to see what kind of project has been created, you need to close this welcome screen. And you would find that your first project has been created with all the relevant files. Now you can start your development, but still one very important component of this whole setup is missing. There is no local server where you can deploy your SAP UI5 application. So for that, we need to install Tomcat Apache Server. Now the easiest way to add Tomcat in Eclipse is to choose this option. So you would find multiple tabs here: markers, properties, server, data source explorer, snippets. Choose server, and you would find a link here: no servers are available. Click this link to create a new server. Click this link and choose Apache from here. Now you would find different versions of Apache Tomcat server here. The latest Tomcat Apache server is version 8. I would suggest you not to choose this option, since I had some issues with version 8. So it's better to choose Tomcat version 7 server. Click Next. And you would find that there is a button which says download and install. Click this button. Accept the license agreement it's already accepted. Finish. Give the relevant path. Let me make a new folder. So now the Apache Tomcat version 7 server has been installed, and the way you know that it has been installed is that this button gets activated. So before that it was in inactive version, in inactive way, and now you can see that it's activated and you can click it. Click finish. And now you can see that under server tab you can find your Tomcat 7.2 server. You can further customize Tomcat server by just double clicking, and you would find all the relevant options here if you want to further customize or configure it. Now we have installed all the 4 components that is needed to run SAP UI5 application locally on your desktop, and now we can deploy our application on Tomcat server. To do that, click right click on your application, and you would find an option called Run As. Once you hover your mouse over Run As, you would find another option called Run on Server. Click on Run on Server. And you would find your local Tomcat server mentioned here. Choose that and click Finish. Sometimes you will get this kind of error where your Eclipse is not able to start your Tomcat server, and hence you cannot deploy your SAP UI5 application. Now to eradicate this server error, what you need to do is you need to find the directory where you have installed your Tomcat server. Generally it is under user / your username, and you would find workspace, and this was a directory which I chose to install Tomcat server. So go in under this directory Tomcat and go find something called conf configuration folder, and copy all this file. Go back to your parent folder and look for something called workspace. Double click here, click servers here, and then choose this folder, Tomcat 7.0 server at localhost _ config, and copy all the file that you copied from previous folder. Now you have to restart your Eclipse. To start Eclipse, you can double click on this Eclipse icon, and the best thing to do here is that right click on this Eclipse icon and pin to taskbar. The reason I say pin to taskbar is that you don't have to go every time. If you have to start Eclipse, you don't have to go to this directory. You can directly go to your taskbar and just click the icon there. Once Eclipse is started, we'll try to deploy our demonstration application and try to start Tomcat server. Right click on this application, and choose Run As, and then Run on Server. Choose your Tomcat localhost server, click Finish. And here you go, your first demonstration application works.